Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is CV the Beast, and we are joined here with another staff interview. And today we got the big guns here. As you can see, seated right next to me is Mick. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. So
Hi.
the community has actually given you a few questions. Actually, it's a lot of questions. So we'll try to get through it as fast as we can. Question number one. xiTzMickx, the builder, says, "What motivates you to make a Minecraft server?"
Well, actually, I think that's the players and everyone has fun on the server. We really like hosting the server. So, well, that's basically it.
Okay. Question number two. What do you do in your free time?
I like biking. I'm a web designer, so I make websites and such.
Alright, so
Um,
that seems
Fixing
like.
computers. Yeah, fixing computers as well. Well, I'm actually an IT guy at all, so I
Right.
do all of it. Which is also how I came up with hosting the Minecraft servers.
Okay.
But
That makes sense.
yeah, that's another story.
Actually, we
And
have we have that question here as well. We'll get to that.
yeah, we'll get to that then.
Alright, Monkey says, "Do
Um,
you like monkeys?"
yeah, I do. They're
Dank.
cool.
Okay. Shrimpy
Yeah,
Seagull
dank,
asks.
dank. Sorry,
Yeah.
they're dank.
Shrimpy Seagulls asks three questions. Question number one: How do you think the community has impacted the server? Has the server changed because of them, or did they not really affect the server other than playing in it?
Well, I believe they did in fact affect the server a lot. We try to listen to the community as much as we can,
Yeah.
but well, the truth is we can't always listen to them because well, not everyone is very smart, and sometimes people say dumb stuff,
True.
and we can't please everyone. We get a lot of suggestions for new game modes and such, and that's very cool. But we have our own planning and focus, and well, it really it helps, but it can also be very annoying.
Shrimmy Seagull again. He asks, at the beginning of managing, developing, and hosting a server, did you have anything you were planning on doing, or did you just wing the whole thing?
Well, at the beginning of hosting a server for me, that was SpecialCraft. That's the server that we had before MC Gamer Zone.
Yeah.
It was just a small server for a bunch of friends, and then later on, friends of friends joined, and we started having plugins and a lot of stuff. It was back in Minecraft 1.1, so that's around 2011 or 2012, I think.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any plans back then. I really did not. It was just my single player survival world that I hosted on a server for a bunch of friends to play with me, and that's how everything started
It
for me.
sounds so much sadder than it really is, but yeah.
Well, a lot of good came from it, so I don't think it's well a pretty awesome thing that it has been growing into, and yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I
Alright,
really
seems
like.
legit. Alright, Shrimpy Seagull again asks, can you give us a very brief history on MC Gamer Zone and even add some unrevealed details? Spicy.
Well, yeah, I think I can, but the unrevealed details, yeah. Um, I don't. I tell this story quite often, but it's not like noted or anything. But we actually, as many of you know, and some of you may not, MC Gamer Zone is a fusion of two different servers. It's like Warcraft
And
at
Social Craft, yeah.
yeah, Warcraft and Specialcraft, and Warcraft was owned and managed by Yardi,
Yeah.
and Specialcraft was owned and managed by me. And well, me and Yardi were working together for quite some time. And Yardi also had another owner. He's called Rick, and he's a real douchebag. And yeah, he just left Yardi there. Um,
Alright.
so Yardi had Warcraft with Rick, and we Yadi and I started talking together and helping each other, and I then worked with the hosting provider which Specialcraft was hosted on,
Uh-huh.
and Yadi came and started hosting with us as well. So because of that, we really started working together very closely and such. And then one night we were talking. I think it was 1 a.m. here, and we were like from whoa, let's just fuse our servers together and let's call it MC Gamers on, and let's let's just do that because my server Specialcraft back then was running for 3 years,
Yeah.
and Yardy's Warcraft was running for like 2.5, and we just one night figured that it was a great idea to just throw all that away and start a new server together.
Okay.
And
Seems legit.
we
Oh,
did.
also, I probably should have asked this before I started this video, but can you take the armor off? I want to see a really nice, sexy sim.
I sure can.
Tank, tank. That's a good skin. Alright. Josh
Thanks.
Gamer MC asks, do you get any personal profit from the server?
No, I really don't right now.
Oh yeah. Well, did you
uh,
used to get
the,
it?
uh,
Did you used to get any?
there were times where we did make some money off the server, but that's quite some time ago. Um, I don't make any money off it right now. No.
Yeah. That's really sad actually. I
Yeah,
mean,
it sure is, but that's also because we have some pretty high requirements
yeah. Yeah.
for the server's hardware to run on. So
Yeah.
we refuse to downgrade on that, and that just costs us a lot of money. But we have it, so why not spend it on that?
Yeah. And if there's anybody watching here that hasn't already bought a rank, or if you have bought a rank and you do have uh, some money left to spare, and if you do want to give some money away to either to yourself and get yourself a booster, or like get yourself more tokens, or just get a new rank, or buy someone else a rank and make their really like a lot of their time up for the whole server. And if you do want to spend some money on here, that would be much appreciated from both Mick, Yardi, and everybody from the Star
And
team.
yeah, and all the other players who can play a rank will be able to continue playing
Exactly.
because you can
Like,
play a rank.
otherwise, they'll probably have to shut it down because these days they're actually paying from their own money, and it's really disheartening to see that.
Yeah, I don't actually mind doing that, but the server really has to
Be
start becoming
self-sufficient.
more self-supportive in
Yeah.
that.
Um, George Gamer MC again asks, if anything comes, it has to go. Where do you see a Minecraft Gamer Zone in 10 years? Do you see it with a flourishing community with a lot of people playing it, or with with no existence and it's dead? Wow.
I really don't know the answer to that one. Yeah, I really don't.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a lot of time invested in MC Gamer Zone, and we really like doing it. And
Honestly, it's a
maybe
pretty vague
if
question.
things are turning out well, we might still run it, but we also might not be running it. Maybe someone else is running it at that time. Maybe nobody plays Minecraft anymore because it's
Yeah, yeah.
uh 20
Possibilities.
because it's a 20-year-old game at that time. So it may not be played anymore, and maybe we will start playing all other games and call
Like
that
Dota.
MC Gamer Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dota.
Maybe,
I actually have Dota.
really? Oh my god, we
Yeah,
should
I
play
really
Dota
do.
together.
We have like 50 games or something. So
What's your favorite class?
I
Or your
said
hero?
I have it, but I didn't actually play it
Ah, okay, that makes
that
sense. Like me.
much.
Alright.
I like I launched it once, and then I never really launched it again because I have other stuff to do than playing Dota.
Yeah, that
But
makes sense.
I love to play Dota with you one time.
Tank, tank. All right, question from Cake1111, the builder. How would you finish the following sentence? Shrek is love, Shrek is
Life,
tank.
of course.
Another question from Cake is says, what was it like when you first started out with Warcraft, and how were you able to develop your player base from nothing?
Well, for Warcraft, it's like it's almost the same story, a Specialcraft story. But Warcraft just I can remember this quite well, and not a lot of people
Yeah.
know this. But when Warcraft came online for the first time, and it well for me for the first time, it had like one day it didn't exist, and next day, out of the blue, there was a new server, and it was ranked above us. Back in that day, Specialcraft was quite
Wow.
high in the server rankings, and it was ranked above us. So, from a non-existent server to a server which like 300 players on it in one day, I was like, well, this can't be possible, you know. And Yardi also doesn't know how that happened, but um, it's like I was very jealous back then.
Wow.
I didn't know
Uh,
Yardi and I didn't know the server, so I actually advertised on Warcraft, and I got banned for that. And when Yardi and I started working together, I still had that ban on their Minecraft server, and I had to explain how I got that, and that was a quite shameful moment for me. It was like almost a year later, so he didn't really mind, but it's still a funny story if I think back to that.
mistakes were made.
Yeah, mistakes were made. Yeah.
All right.
And for
Yeah.
Specialcraft, it was friends, and then friends of friends, and friends of friends of friends, and then server lists, and then well, people just randomly started coming in from all sorts of directions, and I really didn't know where they were coming from, and well, that's basically the story.
Okay. Lol Turbs, the builder, says, is mayonnaise an instrument? I'm hoping you get the reference, but I don't know.
Mayonnaise. I don't know which question is that you sort of cut off
Uh,
in the middle of your sentence.
is mayonnaise an instrument?
Well, I think it's an instrument for taste.
Have
I
you
sure
watched
do.
SpongeBob?
Yes, I sure do.
Oh,
I
okay,
still do
that's cool.
when the SpongeBob marathon is on TV. I like to watch SpongeBob with my little brother.
Yeah, SpongeBob is awesome. It's dank. All
Yeah,
right.
it sure is.
X Triple, the builder, asks, will you finally add anything new in the shop, or at least some new commands or benefits for the donors? He's talking about the Minecraft shop, by the way.
Yes, I understand. Well, we have some pretty neat stuff planned for in the store.
Okay.
So I think the answer is yes,
Can
but
you
I
give us a
can't
sneak
tell
peek on
you
that?
when. No, well, we will. The word starts with a B and it ends with boosters, so it's boosters. Um, and well, for the rest, I really can't say it right now. I
All right,
really
that
can't.
makes sense. All right. Yeah,
But
and
keep an eye on the website because we will be announcing it shortly.
oh, no, yeah, that's good. That's good. And if you do get what it is, it starts with a B and ends with oosters. And if you do find the answer, please put it in the comments for the other people to see if they don't get it. All right.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good idea.
yeah. Hayes PvP asks, how did you make great players like us to love the server? Makes sense.
I don't know really. How do I make
Skills,
you guys
skills.
still love the server? Skills. Skills is a pretty accurate
Yeah.
question. I have a lot of skills.
Rance the noob, the gamer, asks, is it true that prisons will be undergoing a huge update in the future?
No, it totally is not. It is. It is. Don't tell anyone.
Uh,
No, it's not. No.
totally, totally. Everybody buys you, totally. Alright. Skull91 asks, the YouTuber asks, is it true that stats are going to reset in the new bridge update?
Well, that's a pretty complicated question. Well, the question is not really complicated, but the answer is because we
Wait.
don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Um, the first thing I wish to tell everyone is we will never, ever, ever reset the kids. But for the stats, it's a different story because we have we haven't figured that out yet if we're going to do that. We have a lot of old people that are ranked very high,
Exactly. Yeah,
and
exactly.
a lot of old players
That
want
don't play anymore.
a stats reset, but a lot of new players, well, don't actually want one. So it's 50-50. Maybe we will reset just all the old players and
Okay.
not the new ones. But I really can't promise anything on that.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. TNT Soldier asks, why are there a few players in MC Gamer Zone? Why did a lot of people leave MC Gamer Zone?
Uh, um, yeah, that's a pretty hard question to answer as well. It's also a really confronting question because we have a lot of hackers on the server.
Yeah,
I think that's the reason that most people will give when you ask them why they leave. But the other things are common reasons are that people are just getting bored or
yeah,
just don't like Minecraft anymore
yeah.
as a game entirely, or found another server, got a premium account. There's a lot of reasons why people leave the server.
Of course,
And
yeah.
well, if someone is playing for some very long time, we have Roby here. Say hi to
What is that?
Roby.
Who is that? Oh my god. Can you stop, please?
That's a helper.
Yeah, I see who it is, but okay. Uh, oh
um,
my
Let me
okay.
solve this.
This is really awkward. Okay, she's
And
gone.
there she go.
Okay, let's continue. Did she actually go? Alright, okay, she actually went. Alright, let's continue. Um, Noreen asks, do you love Fluffy? Oh my god. Okay. Noreen asks, do you love Fluffy?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do.
If Adost asks, uh, if man evolved from monkeys, how come we still have monkeys?
Because not all monkeys were smart enough to evolve. I don't know. It's not a question of being smart, of course, but
Of
it's the
course.
best answer I'm going to give you.
Okay.
I'm not a I'm not a history person. I'm really not.
Peach Blossom asks, would you change anything about the community if you could?
I would remove all the damn hackers in one stroke.
In one stroke.
I would like really smash all of them in the face and damn them all in their graves, and
Alright,
then
calm down, Satan. Alright, we get it.
okay, you understand what I mean. If I can change anything, it will be that,
Yeah, okay.
or turning the server into premium and giving everyone free premium accounts. That will also work. But I don't have money for that.
What if you give the hackers premium accounts as well? Who do you know is hackers and
Well,
isn't
then
hackers?
we just ban them once and they can't come back.
Yeah, yeah, okay, I get that. That makes sense. Like Millicent. Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Double Double, the helper, asks, what was the stupidest thing you have encountered someone doing on MC Gamer Zone?
Well, I have seen a lot of stupid things, but a few days ago I was in the updated survival server
Yeah.
and I was checking out random people's houses because I like that. And there were these two dudes, and I asked them to show me their house.
Uh,
And I was in creative, so I was flying around it, and as you know, I have this really big owner tag above my head, which says owner xiTzMickx,
Oh my
and
god.
people will automatically know that I'm the server owner. I can ban them and such. And well, this guy was actually stupid enough to fly to midair while he has no rank, so he can't fly in his claims, and start punching me while I was like 20 blocks in the air, and he had like nothing below him. So that's a very stupid thing to do.
Oh my god, that was good. That was good. When did you start to get into computers, servers, communities, and why?
Well, I think I always had some sort affection with computers.
Yeah.
When I was like 11, my mom bought me my first computer,
Wow.
and my uncle was then the IT guy in the family, and he protected it and such. And well, I was just a kid, so I couldn't touch some things. For guys who don't know that I'm like 21, this is 10 years ago, so we had Windows XP back then, if you know what that is even.
Yeah.
And well, he really protected it very well, and I shouldn't have access to some parts of it, but I was like, hey, if I do this, I can bypass all of it. So I really had some sort of feeling for it in my early years, and when I was 14,
Yeah.
I started to learn for systems administrator and network administrator, which is what I am today, officially.
Okay.
Um, and like on my 16th, I started with web development and such,
Wow.
which is what I'm mainly doing today.
Yeah, that's wow.
And with Minecraft servers, I was like 13 or 14 when I started,
Yeah.
so
Alright.
that's
Yeah, that's
quite
grand.
young.
Okay. Double Double is asking if you could say something to all registered users ever on MC Gamer Zone, what would it be?
Pay us 10 euros.
What?
Well, we actually have like
3 million.
yeah, 3 million players. So if only 1% of those players pay us 10 euros, we would be really having a great day on the server.
Yeah, you would be
Because
35 euros first.
yeah, about no, not really. But if just 1% of those 3 million players just gave us 10 euros, it would really solve a lot of the problems. So I think that's it. And if that's not it, I think just enjoy the server and don't hack.
And don't hack, of course. Oh, wow, this is a really long video. Skull Reloaded asks, which games would you like to add to the server in the future?
Well, we kind of have our focus on more custom exclusive games these days.
Okay.
So games that you don't commonly see on other Minecraft servers, or like don't see at all on other Minecraft servers. So games that are exclusive to MC Gamer Zone.
Like the bridge.
Um, like the bridge, yes. We
Yeah.
have some pretty awesome ideas for that.
Yeah.
We will also update the rest of the games to the current version, which is 1.12, which is coming on online shortly.
Yeah.
Um, and well, I really can't describe the game IDs we have,
Yeah, that's true.
um, because well, it's not
Confidential, and
really
we need to keep it a secret. Yeah. And if
yeah, that
it
and
ruins the
but it's
surprise as well.
I can't recap it. If I could, I would, and I would tell you, but I can't. So
Yeah,
yeah.
alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of questions. There is a few more questions which I would cover in another video, but for right now, I will have to say goodbye for right now, but we will cover the videos in another separate video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this video. Again, if you can, please donate some money to MCAism, and it would really help out a lot. And report hackers if you see any, because the staff team is working really hard these days. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll keep you posted.